Sing a song of Hercules, son of Zeus, mightiest of all the men who walk the earth. Alcmene bore him in Thebes, the city of beautiful dances, when the dark-clouded son of Cronus lay with her. The hero wandered over the earth at the orders of King Eurystheus. He performed many dangerous tasks and suffered much, but now he dwells in snow-capped Olympus with slim-ankled Hebe as his wife. Hail to you, Lord of son of Zeus. Grant his prosperity and excellence. This is the story of the great Greek hero, Hercules. Hercules, born in Thebes, is the son of Zeus and Alcmene, giving him the title of demigod. Because Hera is Zeus's wife and he cheated on her, she hates Hercules automatically. Hercules was the strongest man on earth and had the supreme self-confidence that physical strength gives. He believed he was equal with the gods and challenged them often, making threats like shooting an arrow up in the sky at Lord Helios. Throughout his life, Hercules had this overconfident mindset that whomever he was up against, he would beat. His intellect was not strong, but his emotions were. This is shown when he kills his music teacher during his teenage years. He gets married to Princess Megara after he fights and conquers the minions. He was devoted to both her and their sons. However, in a fit of madness set on by Hera, he slays her and their 3 sons.
Okay. Lights.
In order to purify himself, Hercules goes to the Oracle of Delphi for advice. She tells him to visit his relative, Eurystheus of Menacene, who will devise a penance. Spurred on by Hera, Eurystheus devises 12 incredibly difficult labors for Hercules to accomplish. First of these tasks was to kill the lion of Nemea, a beast that cannot be harmed by weapons.
Roar.
He tracked the lion for 30 days, trying to find it until he finally cornered it. He shot an arrow at its hide and figured that he couldn't get through it because the hide was impenetrable. In a fit of rage, Hercules had clocked it on the head and choked it to death. Bam. The second task was to kill the Lernaean Hydra, a 9-headed sea monster. Hercules tries to slay the monster and figures out that once he cuts off one head, 2 return. Knowing that he would need help, he seeks out his nephew, Lolus' help. Hercules slices off each of the Hydra's heads, and Lolus burns each of the next to cauterize them. But Eurystheus did not think that the labor should count because he received help.
Hey, come on, Hercules. I almost broke a nail.
And so, Hercules set off to his third task, to bring back the hide of Sirenia. A hide is just a fancy word for a female deer. However, this deer was special. It belonged to the goddess Artemis, who questions him on his way back to Messina and threatens to kill him. He spent 1 long year tracking the deer, trying to catch it until he finally cornered it in his sleep and threw a net over it. Eurystheus had hoped that in making Hercules capture Artemis' sacred animal, that it would anger the goddess and have her evoke revenge on him. But instead, he let it go unharmed, and she forgave him, backfiring on Eurystheus' plans. His next labor was to bring Eurystheus the Armathian boar, alive. Hercules chases the boar around for many days before capturing it with a net and bringing it back to Messenia. Hercules' fifth task is to clean the stables of King Augeas in a single day. The stables of Augeas are known for holding over 1,000 immortal cattle, and over these they have not been cleaned in 30 years, leaving 30 years worth of immortal cattle poop. Hercules does not tell the king, however, that he demands 1/10 of Augeas' cattle once he reaches there. Augeas thought that Hercules would not succeed in cleaning the stables, so Augeas challenged him. He digs trenches from 2 rivers and reroutes them, flushing the stables out.
Water.
However, Eurystheus once again said the labor did not count because Hercules got paid to do it and the water did all the work. Hercules' 6 laborers to drive away the Symphalian birds. These birds are sacred to Ares and had beaks of bronze and silvery feathers. They were man-eating. It was pretty terrifying. Athena gives him noisemakers to scare the birds away. And Hercules shoots them with slingshots and arrows as they take flight. He sets off to his 7th task, to bring back the Cretan bull. Hercules finds the bull without much difficulty, but he must bring it back to Eurystheus alive. He sneaks up behind the bull and choked it, making it pass out. Once back in Messenia, Eurystheus lets the bull go where it wanders around Greece until Theseus defeats it at the marathon.
Theseus was just trying to show me up.
By now, Eurystheus is just trying to kill Hercules.
The mighty Hercules is invincible. Get with it. Who are you anyways?
I'm the narrator, stupid. As I was saying, Hercules' next labor is to bring back the man-eating horses of Diomedes. Eurystheus was hoping Hercules would be their next meal. Diomedes, however, did not want his mares to be stolen and tried to fight off Hercules, but ended up being eaten alive by his own mares, who had gone crazed with her diet of...
Oh god!
Once he had captured them and brought them back to Messenia, Eurystheus let them go, and they were later to be eaten by wild beasts. Hercules must now travel to the island of the Amazons and retrieve Hippolyta's belt for his 9th labor. Hippolyta is an Amazon woman. No, not like the Amazon River. Amazon like ferocious, one-boobed women warriors. Upon arriving, Hera had enraged these women, making them believe Hercules is trying to kidnap their queen. They led a vicious attack and Hercules ends up killing Hippolyta.
Tricia, no!
In the process, just to get her belt. Must have been fabulous. The 10th labor of Hercules was to capture the cattle of the monster Geryon, a ferocious creature with 3 bodies joined together at the waist. He finds the cattle grazing in the field and tries to lead them back to Messenia, but not before Hera interferes. She sends a gadfly to scatter them, and Hercules kills 3 men trying to get them back. In order to add to his painful ego strife, Eurystheus makes Hercules sacrifice the cattle to Hera.
Oh, Hera!
Thank you, Hera. Hercules now worked for Eurystheus for over 8 years, fighting monsters and performing impossible deeds. His 11th task was to fetch the golden apples of Hesperides. The Hesperides were nymphs who lived in a remote area on Earth, and few knew where to find them. He wandered around the Earth looking for directions. Along the way, he discovers Prometheus chained to a rock and frees him. Prometheus tells him in order to get the apples, he must go to Atlas, the Titan, who holds up the weight of the world. Hercules asked Atlas to retrieve the apples for him if he were to hold up the world when he was gone.
I got this. Catch. Okay. Oh. Apocalypse.
offers to take them to Eurystheus to get out of his job.
I'll just take him to him for you.
No, it's okay. Oh,
No, it's
Oh
cool.
man, I got a crick in my neck.
Hercules realizes what Atlas is trying to do and
Oh,
asks
yeah.
if he can get some padding for his shoulders so he can get more comfortable for him to bear the weight of the world.
Do you want me to get you some padding for your shoulder?
Yeah. Just take this. I got this. Okay.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
Okay. Set those down. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Thanks.
Grabbing the apples, he leaves Atlas to hold the
come
weight of the
on.
world for all eternity. The 12th and final task was the most difficult and terrifying of all. Hercules must go to the underworld and bring back Cerberus, the three-headed dog that guarded the gates. Hercules had traveled down to the land of Hades and negotiated with the god of death. Hades said that if Hercules could Hades said that if Hercules could catch the monster without using any weapons, he'd be glad to take him. In order to get Cerberus to submit to him, Hercules must beat him up in a wrestling match. He wins and brings Cerberus back to Eurystheus, who then tells him to take the beast back.
Oh, good puppies!
Now that Hercules has finished his labors, he decides to marry once again. He has searched for many years and ended up with Deianira, who accidentally gave Hercules a poisonous robe that peeled his skin off. In order to stop the pain, Hercules burns himself alive.
Oh no, my love, I'm so sorry.
Hercules, in the process, had burned away his mortality and was able to join the gods at Olympus. After his death, Zeus takes him up to Olympus to live as an immortal god. So Hercules married Hebe, the goddess of youth, up there, and found eternal glory